This video is not affiliated with, endorsed by, or sponsored by the National Institute for Automotive Service Excellence, ASE. It is created solely for educational purposes to help viewers expand their automotive knowledge and prepare for ASE-style topics. For official information, study materials, and certification details, please refer directly to ASE.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something really helpful lined up for you. 50 practice multiple-choice questions to test your knowledge and help you study smarter. Whether you're brushing up for an exam, preparing for a certification, or just wanting to strengthen your automotive skills, this video is designed to guide you step by step. Grab a notebook, follow along, and see how many you can get right. Let's dive in and start learning together.
When measuring structural damage, what is the main purpose of using a three-dimensional measuring system? A. To locate paint defects. B. To compare factory dimensions in length, width, and height. C. To check for rust penetration. D. To determine tire balance. Answer: B. To compare factory dimensions in length, width, and height. Explanation: a 3D measuring system identifies deviations in all planes to ensure the vehicle frame and unibody are restored to OEM specs. 2. A vehicle shows sag damage after a frontal collision. What type of movement does sag describe? A. Upward movement of the center section. B. Downward bending of the center section. C. Sideways shift of the rear frame. D. Twist in opposite directions. Answer: B. Downward bending of the center section. Explanation: sag occurs when the center of the vehicle's frame or unibody sags downward, typically from front impact energy. 3. Which tool is best for pulling a unibody rail that is kinked? A. Slide hammer. B. Frame rack with hydraulic pull. C. Dent puller stud gun. D. Porta-power with spreader. Answer: B. Frame rack with hydraulic pull. Explanation: kinked rails require controlled multi-directional hydraulic pulls to realign structural metal accurately. 4. Before sectioning a unibody rail, a technician should first: A. Sand the paint off completely. B. Consult the vehicle manufacturer's repair procedure. C. Cut in the middle of the damaged area. D. Weld a reinforcement plate inside. Answer: B. Consult the vehicle manufacturer's repair procedure. Explanation: OEM procedures specify correct cut locations, joint types, and reinforcement methods for safe structural repair. 5. A diamond condition in a frame means: A. The frame is bowed up. B. One side rail is pushed forward. C. The center crossmember is bent downward. D. The rear rails are higher than front rails. Answer: B. One side rail is pushed forward of the other. Explanation: a diamond occurs when one rail moves longitudinally ahead of the other, causing the frame to appear skewed.
Question 6. When measuring structural dimensions diagonally, differences greater than what value typically indicate structural misalignment? A. 1 mm. B. 3 mm. C. 5 mm. D. 10 mm. Answer: C. 5 mm. Explanation: variances over about 5 mm usually suggest structural misalignment, requiring correction. Question 7. What should always be disconnected before performing any welding on a vehicle? A. Horn relay. B. Alternator fuse only. C. Battery negative cable. D. Headlight connectors. Answer: C. Battery negative cable. Explanation: disconnecting the negative terminal protects sensitive electronic modules from voltage spikes. Question 8. Which welding process is most common for structural steel panel replacement in modern collision repair? A. TIG. B. Stick. C. MIG or gas metal arc welding. D. Oxyacetylene. Answer: C. MIG or gas metal arc welding. Explanation: MIG welding offers controlled heat and penetration, ideal for high-strength steel joints. Question 9. What does a twist condition mean in structural terminology? A. Both rails bend up equally. B. The frame is bent into an S shape. C. Diagonally opposite corners are higher or lower. D. Rear rails are shortened. Answer: C. Diagonally opposite corners are higher or lower. Explanation: twist refers to diagonal distortion, causing uneven corner heights. Question 10. Which component provides crush energy management in a front-end collision? A. Crossmember. B. Radiator support. C. Crush zone or crush box. D. Fender bracket. Answer: C. Crush zone or crush box. Explanation: designed crumple areas absorb impact energy to protect occupants.
11. What must be done to verify accuracy after completing a structural pull? A. Paint the area. B. Remove the rack chains. C. Remeasure key reference points. D. Road test the vehicle immediately. Answer: C. Remeasure key reference points. Explanation: final measurements confirm that all dimensions match factory specs before reassembly. 12. Which metal is most prone to work hardening when straightened? A. Mild steel. B. High-strength steel, HSS. C. Aluminum. D. Magnesium. Answer: B. High-strength steel, HSS. Explanation: HSS loses ductility quickly and may crack if over-straightened. Often replacement is required. 13. When replacing a welded panel on a unibody, what ensures corrosion protection at the joint? A. Primer surfacer only. B. Sealer on the outside only. C. Weld-through primer. D. Clear coat. Answer: C. Weld-through primer. Explanation: weld-through primer conducts electricity for welding while protecting bare metal surfaces from rust. 14. The main function of a pinch weld flange is to A. Support suspension components. B. Join the floor and rocker panels together. C. Mount the rear bumper. D. Provide alignment for the steering gear. Answer: B. Join the floor and rocker panels together. Explanation: the pinch weld flange forms a strong seam joining the floor and rocker structure. 15. During frame alignment, why are multiple pulling directions used? A. To speed up the job. B. To prevent overstretching metal. C. To ensure mechanical advantage. D. To reduce tool wear. Answer: B. To prevent overstretching metal. Explanation: sequential or multi-directional pulls restore shape gradually without weakening the metal. 16. When drilling out spot welds, what bit type minimizes panel damage? A. Standard twist bit. B. Carbide burr. C. Spot weld cutter. D. Step bit. Answer: C. Spot weld cutter. Explanation: spot weld cutters remove weld nuggets without cutting through both panels. 17. Before anchoring a vehicle on the frame rack, a technician should A. Remove all glass. B. Measure ride height. C. Identify factory anchoring points. Or D. Drain all fluids. Answer: C.
Identify factory anchoring points. Explanation: proper anchoring ensures accurate pulling and prevents further damage. 18. Which component helps maintain unibody alignment during pulling operations? A. Subframe bolts. B. Holding clamps and chains. C. Suspension bushings. D. Bumper reinforcements. Answer: B. Holding clamps and chains. Explanation: holding fixtures stabilize the vehicle while controlled pulling realigns damaged sections. 19. What measurement verifies lateral misalignment in a frame? A. Height measurement. B. Diagonal measurement. C. Crossmember level check. D. Wheelbase comparison. Answer: B. Diagonal measurement. Explanation: diagonals reveal side-to-side offset or diamond conditions. 20. What is the recommended method to correct a slight buckle in a high-strength steel rail? A. Hammer and dolly. B. Controlled pull with minimal heat. C. Heat shrinking. Or D. Oxyacetylene torch straightening. Answer: B. Controlled pull with minimal heat. Explanation: high-strength steels must not be heated above OEM limits. Cold pulling preserves strength. 21. When welding near plastic components, technicians should A. Leave them in place. B. Cover them with damp cloths. C. Remove or shield them from heat. D. Spray them with undercoat. Answer: C. Remove or shield them from heat. Explanation: heat and spatter can easily damage nearby plastics or wiring harnesses. 22. Which type of frame damage causes both rails to bend upward at the center? A. Sag. B. Mash. C. Side sway. D. Buckle. Answer: A. Sag. Explanation: upward bending of center rails is the opposite of sag, known as sway up or crown. Sag is downward. 23. What determines if a part can be sectioned rather than replaced completely? A. Cost of labor. B. Technician preference. C. OEM repair information. D. Vehicle age. Answer: C. OEM repair information. Explanation: only manufacturer guidelines can specify safe sectioning locations and methods. 24. Why should self-piercing rivets be replaced rather than reused? A. They are aluminum. B. They lose clamping strength after removal. C. They rust easily. D. They cannot be painted. Answer: B. They lose clamping strength after removal. Explanation: SPRs deform on installation and must be replaced to maintain joint integrity. 25. What does the term mash describe? A. Downward bend. B. Shortening of frame rails. C. Sideways movement. D. Twisting. Answer: B. Shortening of frame rails. Explanation: mashing occurs when rails compress longitudinally in an impact. 26. What personal protective equipment, PPE, is essential during frame pulling? A. Safety glasses and steel-toe boots. B. Earplugs only. C. Latex gloves. D. Paper mask. Answer: A. Safety glasses and steel-toe boots. Explanation: flying debris and heavy chains require proper eye and foot protection. 27. Why are high-strength steels difficult to straighten? A. They are non-magnetic. B. They contain more carbon and lose strength with heat. C. They are too soft. D. They expand with cold. Answer B. They contain more carbon and lose strength with heat. Explanation. Excess heat alters the metal's crystalline structure, reducing crash performance. 28. When spot welding two panels, what factor most affects weld penetration? A. Paint thickness. B. Tip cleanliness and squeeze pressure. C. Primer type. D. Metal color. Answer B. Tip cleanliness and squeeze pressure. Explanation. Proper electrode contact and pressure ensure consistent current flow and nugget size. 29. What measurement is most used to check ride height changes after repair? A. Cross diagonal. B. Center to ground dimension. C. Trunk gap measurement. D. Tire circumference. Answer B. Center to ground dimension. Explanation. Ride height is verified from reference points to the ground to confirm correct suspension geometry. 30. A side sway damage pattern affects which dimension primarily? A. Height. B. Width. C. Length. D. Diagonal. Answer C. Length. Explanation. Side sway results when lateral impact shifts the frame lengthwise to one side.
31. What is the first step before replacing a welded-on structural part? A. Paint the replacement panel. B. Disconnect the battery and measure structure. C. Grind off rust. Or D. Order adhesives. The answer is B. Disconnect the battery and measure structure. Explanation. Baseline measurements prevent misalignment. Disconnecting power avoids module damage. 32. When using the squeeze-type resistant spot welder, the weld quality is most dependent on A. Operator speed. B. Clamping force and current time. C. Paint type. Or D. Ambient temperature. The answer is B. Clamping force and current time. Explanation. Proper current duration and squeeze ensure a uniform weld nugget. 33. What can happen if a frame pull is performed too rapidly? A. Faster completion. B. Excessive metal fatigue or tearing. C. Less heat buildup. Or D. Better alignment. The answer is B. Excessive metal fatigue or tearing. Explanation. Controlled pulling allows metal to relax and prevents overstretching. 34. Which statement about sectioning aluminum structures is true? A. Heat should be applied liberally. B. Rivet bonding and adhesives are often required. C. MIG steel welding is acceptable. Or D. Sectioning is prohibited on all models. The answer is B. Rivet bonding and adhesives are often required. Explanation. Aluminum repairs use mechanical fasteners with structural adhesive bonding instead of steel welding. 35. During a frame measurement, which plane identifies height differences? A. Longitudinal. B. Transverse. C. Vertical. Or D. Diagonal. The answer is C. Vertical. Explanation. Height discrepancies show sag or twist. They are checked in the vertical plane.
36. Why should replacement rails be clamped before welding? A. To ensure tight fit-up and alignment. B. To mark weld points. C. To check color match. D. To hold heat longer. Answer A. To ensure tight fit-up and alignment. Explanation. Clamping maintains correct geometry while welding, prevents distortion. 37. Which type of measuring system uses sensors and cameras to record dimensions digitally? A. Mechanical tram gauge. B. Tape measure. C. Electronic measuring system. D. Plumb bob setup. Answer C. Electronic measuring system. Explanation. Electronic or laser-based systems provide precise 3D measurements and printouts. 38. When removing a bonded structural panel, what is the safest procedure? A. Heat the adhesive within OEM temperature limits. B. Hammer the panel off. C. Use solvent thinner. D. Torch the panel. Answer A. Heat the adhesive within OEM temperature limits. Explanation. Controlled heat softens adhesive for separation without damaging surrounding metal. 39. Why should high-voltage hybrid vehicle systems be de-energized before structural repair? A. To avoid triggering airbags. B. To prevent electric shock. C. To disable steering. D. To reduce emissions. Answer B. To prevent electric shock. Explanation. Hybrid systems carry dangerous voltages. OEM procedures must be followed for safety. 40. Which type of reinforcement is used to maintain rigidity in rocker panels? A. Inner reinforcement channels. B. Foam inserts. C. Adhesive tape. D. Sound deadener. Answer A. Inner reinforcement channels. Explanation. Rocker reinforcements strengthen the passenger compartment inside impacts.
41. What must be done before welding near an airbag sensor? A. Unplug sensor connectors and wait specified time. B. Cover sensors with a wet rag. C. Spray with WD-40. D. Ground directly to sensor bolt. Answer A. Unplug sensor connectors and wait specified time. Explanation. OEMs require disconnecting sensors and waiting, often 3 to 10 minutes, for capacitor discharge. 42. What does crash energy management in a unibody refer to? A. Spreading impact loads through design deformation zones. B. Strengthening the vehicle beyond OEM limits. C. Minimizing noise and vibration. D. Increasing fuel economy. Answer A. Spreading impact loads through design deformation zones. Explanation. Properly designed zones absorb energy to protect occupants. Improper repairs compromise this. 43. Which tool is used to verify suspension mounting point alignment? A. Tram gauge. B. Plumb bob and string. C. Measuring bridge on frame rack. D. Straight edge. Answer C. Measuring bridge on frame rack. Explanation. A measuring bridge precisely locates suspension points for comparison to specifications. 44. Why must corrosion protection be restored after welding? A. For paint adhesion only. B. To maintain structural appearance. C. To prevent future rust and weakening. D. It is optional. Answer. C. To prevent future rust and weakening. Explanation. Coatings like epoxy primer and seam sealer prevent corrosion at new joints. 45. When replacing a frame rail section, alignment holes should be drilled where? A. Anywhere accessible. B. According to OEM reference marks. C. Randomly for convenience. D. Near fuel lines. Answer. B. According to OEM reference marks. Explanation. Reference holes allow precise realignment and verification of correct location.
46. What indicates a kink in structural metal? A. Smooth bend. B. Sharp crease with metal fracture. C. Paint blister. D. Corrosion. Answer B. Sharp crease with metal fracture. Explanation. Pinks show loss of structural integrity. The part must be replaced, not straightened. 47. What must be done after bonding structural adhesives? A. Bake in paint booth. B. Clamp until full cure per manufacturer. C. Sand immediately. D. Wash with solvent. Answer. B. Clamp until full cure per manufacturer. Explanation. Proper clamping pressure ensures adhesive bond strength during curing. 48. When measuring the front suspension cradle location, differences greater than what tolerance require correction? A. 1 mm. B. 2 mm. C. 3 mm. D. 5 mm. Answer. D. 5 mm. Explanation. Variances exceeding roughly 5 mm in critical points can affect alignment and handling. 49. What tool measures structural height differences accurately? A. Tape measure. B. Tram gauge. C. Plumb bob with height scale. D. Bubble level. Answer. C. Plumb bob with height scale. Explanation. Plumb bobs with height scale provide accurate vertical dimension checks. 50. Why should technician training be verified before structural repair? A. To comply with OEM and ICAR standards for safety and liability. B. To qualify for paint warranty. C. To reduce taxes. D. To increase insurance premiums. Answer. A. To comply with OEM and ICAR standards for safety and liability. Explanation. Only trained, certified technicians ensure structural integrity meets manufacturer and safety standards.
Thanks so much for studying with us today. I hope these practice questions helped boost your confidence and sharpen your skills. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next study session. You can click the links on screen right now to watch another study video and keep your learning going. I'll see you over there.